Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Patriots 10-year dynasty here on Madden 23. Last episode was episode number 4, year number 4, and it was our most successful episode and season of the series. We not only made the playoffs, but we got to the Super Bowl and played the Washington Commanders. But little did I remember, the Washington Commanders quarterback just so happened to be former New England Patriot quarterback Big Mac Jones. And let's just say he did not hold back with his revenge tour against us. We were open in saying that I didn't think that Mac Jones could take a team to the Super Bowl, let alone win it. So that's why we made the trade initially to get another quarterback. And Mac Jones proved me wrong. He beat us and he smacked us in the Super Bowl, and the Washington Commanders are your defending Super Bowl champions. And now it's year number 5, and we look to go back-to-back, at least for the Super Bowl appearances, but this time hopefully actually win it. I'm hoping that the Commanders have a good season so that we can go back to the Super Bowl ourselves and play against the Commanders, get our rematch, get our revenge. But who knows how the season's going to go. If you guys are excited for year number 5, episode number 5 of the New England Patriots 10-year dynasty, we're already halfway done. Can you believe it? I can't believe it either. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get down to business, baby. Here we are. It's the 2026 regular season, week number 1 against the Denver Broncos. First off, we got to set the season goal, which the way that we went to the playoffs and went to the Super Bowl last year, we're going to commit to our goal of making it to the playoffs again. And I feel like the way that this team has been built, making the playoffs at the bare minimum is the goal for every single season moving forward. So, if you have forgotten what this team looks like from last episode, we made some changes in the offseason, brought in some draft picks, we fixed the offensive line. We have Dakota Plummer in his second season here in New England, his third season as a pro. We've got Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Dickie Guyton, along with Jacoby Myers on the wide receiver core. I really like what the offensive line has. We brought in our number 1 overall pick. It's Eddie Petty, right? Or is it Eric Petty? It's Eddie Petty. That's what I thought it was. And we have the opportunity to make a decision. Do we want to keep Elton Jenkins? Do we want to keep... What's his name? I completely blanked on his name. Andrew Thomas. I was going to say Alex Thomas. Do we want to keep Andrew Thomas? Because we have Eddie Petty, who is probably going to be ushered in as the next star tackle, whether it be on the right side or the left side. So my plan is probably to trade Elton Jenkins, because if we take a look at Elton Jenkins' contract, he is signed for... this season and next season. So he's got 2 more seasons left. What about Zion Johnson? Zion Johnson has probably more value than Elton Jenkins. He's under contract for 3 more seasons. Okay, so our offensive line's pretty much figured out, but we've got some options where we can move around the offensive line. We still have Pat Freiermuth, we have Gilbert, we have Dylan Tate, but Dylan Tate unfortunately is injured. Then moving on to the defensive side of things, I really like what we have here on defense. It looks so good. We've got Jordan Battle, who we brought in with a trade. He's going to be our starting free safety. He's a superstar X factor. We got Will Anderson Jr., Micah Parsons. It's an elite, and Nick Bolton too. It's an elite linebacker core, a very solid defensive line with Nick Bosa and Zach Harrison, Christian Barmore, and Newsome. Jeremy Chinn's a really solid strong safety, and then obviously we got Trent McDuffie, who played really well. We've got Jack Jones, we've got Vernon McCree, we've got Jonathan Jones, so we've got some really talented players on this team, and I'm expecting nothing different as far as a result going into this season like we had last year. So we can make negotiations with Alex Lamb, but I'm just going to withdraw the offers on him. So we've got Nick Bosa, we've got Jordan Battle, Jacoby Myers, Jonathan Jones, Zach Harrison. This is going to be a very big free agent period. There are a lot of guys that I want to bring back, so we're going to have to spend that $82 million very sparingly, but we got to bring back Jordan Battle. We got to bring back Nick Bosa. We got to bring back Jacoby Myers. Zach Harrison's got to come back for sure. Ronnie Hickman's got to come back. Maybe Jalen Catalon comes back. I don't know. He'll be lower on the totem pole. We'll see where our finances are at. Speaking of finances, we can take a look at team salaries and kind of make some decisions on guys that we might not need anymore. We've still got Micah Parsons locked up. Elton Jenkins is making a lot of money, which is kind of why I was looking to maybe move on from him after this season, because we do have Eddie Petty now. Andrew Thomas is making a lot of money, but he's still got some years left on his contract. Trent McDuffie's locked up. Nick Bolton's locked up. Jeremy Chinn's still got years. Jamison Williams locked up. And Will Anderson Jr. is going to need a big contract in a couple seasons. Jacoby Myers, we saw his contract was up. Dickie Guyton's going to want a big-time contract after a couple seasons. So there are some guys that we are going to need to sign pretty soon, but at least not for right now. The big one is Nick Bosa. We're going to have to bring him back. But we are going to simulate to the halfway point of the season, see where we're at. Hopefully it's undefeated and we're looking pretty dominant. But I will see you guys at the midway point of the year. Okay, so here we are at the midway point of the season. We're 4-3. The Dolphins actually are 7-0. We're not having the greatest season. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what's going on. We do have a breakout D lineman scenario for Zach Harrison. He has a chance to possibly be superstar development, which is awesome. I don't know if he'll get it. He probably won't, knowing the simulation. They never give it to him. But taking a look at, not the stats. Yes, the stats in the award. I thought that said just awards for some reason. Taking a look at this, Dakota Plummer's having a really good season, better than what he had last year at this point. 18 touchdowns to just 4 picks, 1,800 yards. He's having a good season. JK's running the ball solid. Freiermuth's getting a lot of yards. The receivers are doing okay. Could be better, obviously. Defensively, we're doing good. Micah Parsons, halfway through the season, has 15 sacks. What else could you ask for? I mean, Nick Bosa's 8.5 sacks. We're dominating. We're not turning the ball over very much in terms of like interceptions, but Micah Parsons is a demon. So I'm not really sure what the problem is at this point. We're just not winning games. 3 losses is upsetting. I'm not really sure what to do. I haven't even taken a look at this draft class yet. I don't know if there's any generational guys available. Ooh, okay, there's a couple of good quarterbacks. There's a lot of quarterbacks in the top half. Very interesting. I think I'm going to stick with Dakota Plummer. But there's some pretty interesting quarterbacks. Gerald Oglesby. He looks okay. Not like first, not at least not top 10. Who else is here? There's a linebacker. There's a right end. At this point, I don't even know what we need. I'm not sure what we even need. I guess I'll take a look later in the year when we have a little bit more information on those guys. But it is time to simulate to the end of the season, see if we make the playoffs. Hopefully we have a better year than we've had so far. That's the goal. I'll see you guys at the postseason. All right, here we are. It is the playoffs. We made the wild card against the Cincinnati Bengals. We have a history with the Bengals. We've played them in the past. I wish we would have won the division and been a better seed. I guess I don't know what our seed is. We were the 6th seed. Yeah, I definitely wish we would have been a better seed than what we did. We got to go on the road in Cincinnati. I don't know what happened. I mean, a 10-7 season is not what I expected from this team coming off of a Super Bowl appearance the year before. I mean, we've got a good team. Everybody's developing. It looks like Elton Jenkins is hurt, so Eddie Petty's starting. He's a star development player at 77 overall. Not shocked by that. It looks like Zach Harrison didn't achieve his goal. He didn't get superstar development. Unfortunate. But everybody, I mean, we have a good team. I don't know why we're not simulating as good as I feel like we should be. Let's take a look at the stats and see what happened. See what happened this year. Dakota Plummer, I mean, he had a really good season. 4,700 yards, 43 touchdowns, 8 picks. It had to have been the defense. It had to have been the defense that was the problem. 1,000 yards for J.K. Dobbins, 12 touchdowns. Really good year for him. 2 1,000-yard receivers, Pat Freiermuth, Jamison Williams. Richard Guyton did okay, but I'd like to see him get a few more touches, a few more yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown even got involved. I mean, we've got the weapons. We've got the pieces. On defense, we had 3 100 tackle seasons. Nick Bolton, Jonathan Jones, and Cormonte Lawrence as a backup, and Micah Parsons almost got there, and he had 25.5 sacks this year. Micah Parsons is that guy, and Nick Bosa had 23.5. So what's going on? Why are we losing games? I don't understand what's going on here. We've got the offense, and we've clearly got the defense. I don't know what. And Zach Harrison had 11. I don't see the problem. 3 interceptions for Jeremy Chin, 2 for Catalan, 2 for Jones and McDuffie. I'm not sure what the issue is or why we're losing games, but obviously we are losing games because we're in the wild card as the away team. So I have no idea what's going on. It's going to be a playoff blizzard, which is not good. I do want to spend some staff points. I'm not sure who we can spend these on. Probably Guzman, right? We can probably spend them on. Yeah, we got a new we got our new offensive coordinator in the offseason. We got to get his tree up. So let's go down this side of the bracket, spend these points, make sure that these are all maxed out. And we'll go down here, spend this one, make sure the receivers have a good release. Get the running back one. That's fine. That's fine. And then we go to the defensive side of things. We need to boost the press for the corners. And then, ooh, we can finish this maybe. It's going to be tight. I don't know if we'll exactly be able to finish it, but we can get all this stuff done. Then we can get down to here. We can get that. Yeah, we can finish it. Okay, so we've increased all of this stuff, and then we can increase that one, but we don't need to do that yet. So we've basically finished everything. All of the stuff that we need to do for offense and defense coordinators all finished. Everything's maxed out. Player personnel's all fixed up. So that's pretty good. Now we can just save staff points in case we need to like get a new offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, and stuff like that. So that's pretty much figured out. But we got to go to Paul Brown Stadium against Cincinnati in the snow. Let's go see if we can get a win and advance to the division round. This is going to be a tough one. No doubt about it.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Patriots and the Bengals on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Zone situation forthcoming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are starting on defense in this wild card game, and it looks like there's no snow on the ground. It's cold. They said that there was going to be snow. At least that's what that prompt said, was there was going to be playoff blizzards. I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever, I guess I'll take it. Let's see how good Micah Parsons actually is, because Micah Parsons, 25.5 sacks is unbelievable. I'm expecting him to be dominant, but Joe Mixon's going to just overpower me. That's not really much I can do on that one. Is this going to be a one and done? I really don't want this to be a one and done. It's going to be a play action. I didn't expect it to be play action. They got me 100% on that. They completely got me on that. I didn't expect it to be play action. So we kicked the field goal, but we got a turnover, it looks like, and scored a touchdown. And then we kick a field goal there. So it's 13-7. I love to see it. 20-7. Okay, we're starting to handle this Bengal defense, or this Bengal offense. 27-7. 30-7 with the field goal at the half. 37-7. Where does this offense come from? Where was this the whole season? 44-7. This one's a blowout. We're going to get a W in the wild card game. Okay. I might as well jump in and get myself some action in here. We've got some pretty big people in here, but I want to go J.K. Dobbins run since we're at the 1 yard line. Cut inside, hard cut, J.K. Dobbins touchdown, and we're going to win this playoff game on the road in Cincinnati. You love to see it. We got 51 points. We put up 51 points against the Cincinnati Bengals on the road. That is actually crazy. What a W. What an absolute blowout. What an absolute blowout. Dakota Plummer, 26 of 35, 346 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 22 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown, or 2 touchdowns for J.K. Dobbins. Very good. Jamison Williams, 7 catches, 105 yards, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown had the other touchdown. Tackles, Jordan Battle was up there, but Nick Bolton had 8. It was a really good idea to get Nick Bolton, that's for sure. Bosa had 2 sacks. Micah Parsons and Zach Harrison had 1.5. 1 for Barmore, Bolton, and Will Anderson Jr. We picked off Joe Burrow twice, McDuffie and Catalan, so we're going to the divisional. I'll see you guys there. Hopefully we can continue our momentum and move forward.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No 2 games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple of little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
Okay, here we go. It's the divisional round against the LA Chargers, and unfortunately, since we were such a low seed, we were the 6th seed, we have to go on the road most of the time, and I'm going to throw that quickly. It's going to be picked off. Yeah, I shouldn't be playing. I should just let the CPU handle this. I shouldn't have thrown that, but they brought pressure off the edge unblocked, so that was kind of why I had to rush the throw. Yeah, I'm going to let the defense handle, or I'm going to let the CPU handle things for a little bit. We may jump in if needed. We're into the 2nd quarter, almost the 3rd quarter now. And they put up a 10 spot, so this isn't looking good. Our offense can't do anything. We finally score to make it a 3-point game, but now it's 13-7, 21-7. We got to jump in here. We got to make something happen here. All the momentum on the Chargers sidelines. Got to throw that quickly. It's going to be Jamison Williams, big time catch, completed for the 1st down. And now it's 3rd down, and they want us to go with a slot fade, maybe? That might be a good idea. I think Jamison Williams might be open on the slant. He will be. Yes, he will. Jamison Williams, big-time catch. So we're moving the ball forward. That is obviously really good. Where do we go with the football here? I'm not 100% sure what we do. I think we go Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, we do. Amon-Ra St. Brown, get in the end zone. At the 1 yard line, he was so close. So close to the end zone. Just give it to J.K. Dobbins. Let him carry it. J.K. scores. Okay, so we're still in this ball game. It's not over yet. Thank you, J.K. Our defense just need to stop the Chargers. And we're going to get down to the red zone with 29 seconds left. One timeout. We got to tie this game, ladies and gentlemen. We got to tie this game in overtime. I didn't like what I had. Nobody got open. That was just bad routes. Bad routes. I didn't like it. Didn't like it one bit. I do like this, though. I like sending Jamison deep because Jamison Williams is going to hold on for the touchdown. Jamison Williams. 20 seconds left. And J-Mo may have just tied the game. We do complete the extra point, and now we're into overtime. We are into overtime. We got to focus. JK. Okay, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns for J.K. Dobbins is absolutely insane is what I wanted to say there. There's going to be J.K. I might have had somebody down the middle. That might have been Gilbert. I don't know who it was. It was Dylan Tate. He might have been open down the middle of the field, but I kind of panicked a little bit. But I'm not panicking here. Pat Fryermuth in the middle. I don't really like Dakota Plummer's release. I don't really like his release. It's kind of weird. It feels slow and stuff. I might have to change it, actually. I don't like it that much. Do we go one-on-one Dickie Guyton? I think we do. Richard Guyton, you're a generational receiver. I took a shot. I took a shot. It was a possibility. I think we go Jamison Williams here. I think he gets open in the middle. He will catch it. He didn't get as open as I thought he would, but he does hold on for the football, or for the catch. Give this to J.K. Dobbins. Cut it back in the middle. J.K.'s not going anywhere. Okay. Thought he would have a little bit more space than that. Play action. Somebody open? No, just throw it away. Second down, make it third down. Thought somebody would be... Oh, Richard Guyton's in the middle now. I really like this. I really like it. Richard Guyton picked off. Big hit from Petty. Picked off. That is brutal. Although they didn't score, we turned them over. Or we forced a punt or something. So they give us another chance. Next score wins, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams have possessed the football. It's next score wins in the postseason. And that's not good. That's not a good way to start. Yeah, I definitely got to change Dakota Plummer's release. It's too slow. It's not for me. I want a quick release. I want a boom boom. That's going to be Richard Guyton, and the pass is behind him. Okay, 4 verticals now. We got to go with old reliable. 4 verticals, Pat Fryermuth in the middle of the field. It's got to be there. It is there. Fryermuth holds on. First down. Thank you. Let's just go 4 verts down the field. Just go for 4 verts down the middle of the field. Somebody will be open. I'm going to go Amon-Ra. I got pass interference. Pass interference. How was that not pass interference? And they kicked the field goal to win the game. How was that not pass interference? He literally bumped me. Unbelievable. A pass interference that they didn't call, and we are out of the playoffs because of it. 3 interceptions for Dakota Plummer. I got to change his release. I don't like it. He needs to be faster. Big day for all the receivers. Oh, that's so frustrating, man. That is pass interference clear as day, and they didn't call it because this game's broken. They don't call pass interference ever. Unless it's an animation. And we lost a Sam Darnold, of all people. Oh, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right, it's Super Bowl week. Colts and Giants in the Super Bowl. We will simulate to see who wins. Unfortunately, we're not playing in it. Oh, because of a bogus no call in overtime. The Colts won, if you didn't see that, by the way. Colts won, I think by 3. Yeah, 28-25. Colts beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. Season recap. Jonathan Taylor is your MVP. Joe Burrow wins the MVP of the league. Zach Taylor, Coach of the Year. Joe Mixon, Offensive Player of the Year. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year. Of course, he had 25.5 sacks. Why wouldn't he be Defensive Player of the Year? That makes complete and utter sense. So we got to go to the offseason, man. We got to go to the offseason in a frustrating way. That's so stupid that we lost that way. We made it. We tied it up, got it to overtime. We had a chance to win, and I throw a deep ball in the middle of the field that gets a no call there. An absolute no call. Aaron Jones retires. Dietrich Wise retires. Byron Jones, Aaron Donald, Johnny Hecker, Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp after 10 seasons. Ted Karras, Jonathan Jones. So we lose a couple of our Patriots. Jonathan Jones retires, which is weird. David Bakhtiari, Jimmy Garoppolo, Darius Slay, Tyron Smith, Khalil Mack, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Hopkins, Joel Bitonio, Michael Thomas. Wow, a lot of really good receivers. Mike Evans is gone as well. A lot of really good players in general. Odell Beckham, Adrian Phillips, former Patriot. Wow. Okay. Some really, really big name players. Going to be another good Hall of Fame class, but some really big name players are calling it careers after short seasons, like 10 seasons for Cooper Kupp, and he's calling it a career? Whatever, man. That's weird. That's really weird. But we got to make some signings here. We got to sign some people back. So Nick Bosa, definitely got to bring you back. Got to bring you back, Nick. So that's the one that we had to bring back. Jordan Battle. It looks like he's lost his development trait. I'll give it back to him. He shouldn't have. He didn't do anything to lose it. He had a really good season. So Zach Harrison's gone up to superstar, though. That's awesome. I'll give him this contract. He's going to come back. And we have $7 million to decide on who we want to try and bring back. Nobody down here we care about, so those guys can all just leave. We don't need those guys back. Jack Jones. I do want to bring Jack Jones back. It looks like he lost his development trait as well, which is kind of upsetting. Jack Jones is gone. We can franchise tag him, I guess, if we need to, but it's not going to be worth it probably. Ronnie Hickman lost his development trait. I'll give it back to him. But he's coming back. Jacoby Myers. Do we have enough money to bring Jacoby back? We don't have enough money to bring Jacoby Myers back. We don't even have enough money to bring Eric Gilbert back. Okay. Very intriguing. Cody Parkey. All right. So we got to make some decisions. Do we need Jacoby Myers or can we let him go? We have 2 really good receivers already. 3 really good receivers. I forgot about Amon-Ra St. Brown. We still have Tyquan Thornton. So we have 4 really solid receivers, so we don't need Jacoby Myers. And we have Dylan Tate and Pat Freiermuth, so we don't need Gilbert. So we could probably trade those guys. I'm just going to give Pat Freiermuth better routes or better abilities. Oh, and Dakota Plummer got Superstar X Factor, by the way, so that's awesome. So we're probably going to trade a few players. I'm going to give, off camera, I'll give Newsome his development trait back. I'll give McDuffie his superstar development trait back. Battle, Hickman, Will Anderson Jr., all those guys will have their development trait back because they didn't deserve to lose it. They didn't do anything wrong. They played amazing. We had a really good season. Yeah, it was a disappointing way to end, but they didn't deserve it. So we're probably going to have to trade a few guys. Let's go. Let's get to talking here. So we're probably going to trade Elton Jenkins because we have Eddie Petty, who I feel confident can take over. We can't trade Elton Jenkins yet because he is injured. That's right. So Elton Jenkins will get traded, but not right now. Eric Gilbert's going to be on the board on the way out, and Jacoby Myers is going to be on his way out. So for both of these guys, we can get Kyer Elam, which would be cool. Austin Eckler, Orlando Brown, Sky Moore, George Reyes. We don't need a pass rusher, I don't think. A running back would be cool, which is why I'm interested in Austin Eckler. But A.J. Dillon, too. But Kyer Elam is kind of intriguing because getting another corner to add to the team wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I think I'm going to do that. Jacoby Myers and Eric Gilbert for Kyer Elam. We free up a little bit of space. And we add a really solid corner to the roster, a young corner in Kyer Elam. That also gives Tyquan Thornton a little bit more time to develop if he can. And now Kyer Elam comes in as another really good corner. Plus, we're probably going to lose Jack Jones anyway. So that was a good idea. Anybody else do we need to trade? I don't think that there's anybody else we need to trade since I can't trade Elton Jenkins. How long is he out still? Is he going to be able to be traded in this episode? He's out for 12 more weeks with a broken tibia. So he's probably not going to be able to be traded in this episode. Maybe. I don't know. But we will advance the week, right? Have I finished negotiating with everybody? We have $70,000 in cap space, and I can't bring anybody back. I don't want to bring those guys back anyway. So we'll just let everybody walk, and we'll see what we have to do in free agency. I mean, we're not going to really have any money to spend in free agency because we had to bring back Jordan Battle and Nick Bosa. That took up all of our money. We have $750,000 in cap space. Devontae Adams is here, but he's old. Vita Vea, Derrick Henry, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Wow, okay. Jackson Smith and Jigba's here. Zion Nelson's here. Too bad we don't have enough money to bring in Jackson Smith and Jigba. I don't think we're going to be able to sign anybody. We just don't have the money, and it wouldn't be a smart idea to waste whatever little money that we have on another free agent when I think this team is pretty solid, and we can use our draft picks. We have a lot of draft picks, so we need to probably draft another running back because I don't think Larry Dobbins is going to be the guy. We need to probably draft another running back. I may give Cole Strange star development at this point. I feel like he's deserved it. He's played really, really well, and offensive linemen just don't develop as well as other players do. So I think I'm going to give Cole Strange star development because, I mean, he was a first-round pick, and he hasn't played bad. So I think I'm going to do that. Are we frozen again? Okay, we got to focus on our draft. That's what we got to focus on. So if we take a look at the mock draft, how many mock drafts have we done? We've done 3 mock drafts. We currently sit with we have 2 first-round picks, I think. We have 16, and we have 26 and 27. We have 3 first-round picks. 3 first-round picks in this draft. 16, 26, and 27. And I don't really think that there's a generational wide receiver. There might be a generational quarterback in here. There seems to be a couple good quarterbacks, but I'm not really interested in quarterback. I don't really know what I'm interested in. Maybe another running back to go behind J.K. Dobbins. But is there a running back that I like? Maybe this guy, Josh Weber. He's got good speed, elite acceleration. He doesn't look horrible. Josh Weber could be intriguing. Who's the fastest running back in the class? This guy ran a 4.4. Josh Weber, we know what he ran. I didn't mean to click on him. What about Luke Hayes? Luke Hayes ran a 4.41. He's got good speed. Is there a guy that's like super fast? 4.3. This guy's got Deion Tiller's got elite speed, or great speed, I mean. So that's good, but he's 23 years old. His skills don't look that great anyway. Power back, elusive back. There's not like an amazing running back in this class. That's the problem. I just don't know what we need. Like, we're really good at every position. Maybe another corner. I could take a look at corner. We could probably use a corner. What about this guy? Tresman Davis. Solid speed, but his skills aren't great. Sean Terrell. He's man-to-man corner too. Elite acceleration. But his stats they're average, I guess. They're not bad, they're not good. And then physicals for William Bussey. Oh, what a name. William Bussey. We might have to draft him just on name alone. I'm going to put him on the board. What a name. But it's not a great corner class this year. Not a great corner class, which is a little bit upsetting because corner is a need that we definitely have. Linebacker, we could use a D tackle as well. Is there a D tackle that is intriguing? This guy's a run stopper. He's got good physicals. Josh Pearman or Jayshon Pearman could be something. He looks pretty good. What about this guy? Theo Bankston. Ooh, elite speed, good physicals. Theo Bankston's also a possibility. So I think we'll take that into the draft. We'll see what we got. We don't need to see the rest of free agency. We'll just simulate right to the draft. I don't really know. I don't really have a plan going into the draft. Usually there's like one guy that I'm targeting or something, but I don't really have a plan going into the draft this year because we don't really need anything. Like, we have really good players at every position. We're just not simulating very well. I don't know why. Maybe with the development traits that where they are, once I reset them back to what they should be, maybe next year will be our year for a bounce back season where we actually simulate pretty well. That's the goal, at least. All right, here we are. I guess I could take one more look at like the mock drafts, see where the chips fall. So there's just, I mean, there's good quarterbacks in the class, but there's nothing really that stands out to me. This Sean Pearman guy could be pretty good, and we do need a D tackle. That is something that I'm looking at. So, all right. So they have us taking 2 D tackles. They really want us to take a D tackle in this class. We'll get into this. I don't think we trade up either. I don't think we trade. We might trade down, but I don't think we need to trade up. There's not really anybody in the class that I think we need to trade up for. So we'll see who goes number 1 overall. Gerald Oglesby, he was number 1 in all the mock drafts. No surprise there. Then probably the run of quarterbacks. No Chester Vincent goes. Now Scotty Rose, maybe the Aaron Rodgers replacement, or the next Aaron Rodgers. Jamal Chamberlain heads out. Marquise Crowther? I don't know how to say his name. Ben Davis, Chuck Forney, DeJuan Fitzgerald, Dante Hatchett, Shamar Hendricks, Lamar Meredith, and Roman Skandrick. So now we are up. And remember, we could trade these picks. I mean, we got 3 first-round picks. All of our guys are on the board still. Yeah, Weber's here, Bussy, Pearman, and Bankston. Now, Bankston is in the second round. Pearman could go in the first round, so could Bussy. And Josh Weber could go either one, too. So, do I think that Pearman is worth the 26th overall pick? He's got great speed, elite strength. His pro day was a lot better than his combine. He could be pretty good. He looks like he's going to be a solid player. You know what? I think I'm going to take Sean Pearman with the 16th overall pick. He's a hidden development player, 94 strength, 6'6", 316 out of Utah, 23 years old. Hidden development is really solid. So it's probably only star, but I'll take it. That's a really good pick. And if one of our other guys gets taken, either the running back or the corner, then I'll probably trade the pick. Ben Sanchez goes. And now we're up. And we have back-to-back picks. So we could either take 2 guys or we could trade the pick. Trade one of the picks. And all of our guys are still here. Is William Bussy good enough to get taken? His man coverage is not great. He's really fast. He ran a 4.3 at the combine. William Bussy, I don't think, is good enough to get taken in the first round. If he's here in the second round, then we'll take him. I don't think that he's good enough. His man coverage really frightens me. Josh Weber ran a 4.5, so he's not super fast. I don't think these guys are good enough to go in the first round. We might take Theo Bankston in the second round, but I think that one of these picks needs to get traded. At least one of these picks needs to get traded. And we need to make sure we walk away with at least 1 first-round pick, maybe 2. Maybe 2 first-round picks. I don't think anybody's going to offer 2 first-round picks. But as long as we can get at least 1, then I will be happy. And I want to get some good stuff also in return. We could get a first, a third, and a fourth. So the Bengals right now is the best offer. A first, a second, and a 7. The Bengals offer, unless somebody offers me a first and a second and like a 5th, the Bengals offer is the best right now. And it looks like the Bengals are going to be the team that I trade with, because getting those picks in the next year's draft, first, a third, and a 4th, I don't think I can pass that up, especially when we have a pick right after it. So getting that extra first is big. They take Tresman Davis. He was the other corner that we were talking about. All right, now we have a pick in the second round at pick 8. Would I be upset if one of our guys goes? Bussy's right there. Is Sean Terrell better? He's about the same speed. He's got B man coverage, but D zone coverage. And Bussy's got B, so they flip. They're basically the same player, except for Bussy's got B zone and D man, and Terrell's got B man and D zone. So this is a tough one. I don't know if I want him, really. I don't know if I want him, is the big question. I'm trying to decide if I really, really want this guy or not. I really want a first-round pick, though. I know that. If I could get 3 first-round picks again. The 49ers are offering me a first and a third next year. I enjoy that. I could trade with the Falcons. They have pick 31. I do like that, because then we can decide what we want to do with him. And I think the 49ers deal might be the best one, because we're getting a third-round pick as well. Or the Falcons deal, I mean. We're getting a third-round pick next year and a fifth-round pick this year. I'm going to trade back into pick 31 in the first round. If he gets taken, he gets taken. Rich Landry, Rashawn Boston, Charlie Sarah, Eric Shields. So he's still here at pick 31 in the first round. Man, this is tough. This is really tough. I don't know if he's worth it. I don't know if he's worth it. I think we take him. I think we take him and just bite the bullet. He's only normal development, 93 Excel. He's got really good stats. Like his physicals are really, really good. And he had good man coverage, or he had good zone coverage, which is hard to come by in Madden. I guess we'll just bite the bullet on that one. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. We also have that running back, and we have that other D tackle on our list. I haven't seen either of them get taken yet. So now we go into the second round. That was the running back, I'm pretty sure, Josh Weber. So, oh wait, I just simulated our pick, and we took Josh Weber. I was probably going to trade that pick. I didn't realize that was my pick. Whoops, that's on me. Whatever, I mean, it took a guy that was on our board that I probably might have taken. I don't know. Maybe I would have traded it. Theo Pinkston, or whatever, Pankston, whatever you say his name, he got taken before this next pick. So either we draft a corner, another corner, or we trade this pick again. He's got C man coverage, B zone. Is there a corner that is good available? Not Bryce Harris. Jason Hills, I'll put on the, or can I not put on my board? I guess I can't put him on the board. I'll have to remember his name. Jason Harris. He's about the only guy left that looks remotely good. So, or Jason Hills. Jason Hills. We'll have to remember that name. I'm probably going to trade this pick. Because we might be able to get a first-round pick. Maybe. It's probably stretching it a little bit. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to offer us a first, which is unfortunate. I had an opportunity to take a first, and I skipped the pick. Okay, so who's got the best offer here? Definitely got to end up with a second next year. It's just a matter of what else can we get for it, or get with it. And it doesn't look like anything amazing. 2028 fifth isn't bad. And it looks like that's going to be the best offer. A 2028 fifth. Yeah. Who was that? Was that the Chiefs? Who was offering that? It was the Seahawks? Steelers? Who was offering that pick? It was a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick in 2028. Did I pass it out? It was the Packers. Okay. The Packers, I'll trade with them, get an extra second. We have the second pick in the third round, so if that corner is available, maybe I take him. Although, let's see. Was he farther down the board? It was Jason Hills, I think is his name. Oh, Jason Hills got taken. Okay. I thought he was the best player left in the cornerback room, and he got taken. So Is there anybody? Let me just make sure. Is there anybody here worth a look? Dante Palmer. Is he fast? He's not that fast. He doesn't have great stats either. Adonis Blackshear's horrible. These guys are pretty bad. Rashad Young, 6'5". Sidney O'Neal. He's a pass coverage player, good speed. Not looking too great. Marcel Collins, maybe? Jason Weber. I don't think that there's anybody available. I really don't. I don't think that there's... Maybe I'm just missing somebody. Maybe I'm not looking close enough. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm not seeing anybody that I absolutely have to have. I mean, this Nick Ingram guy could be good. He's got good stats except for his run block or his pass block power. He's got pretty good stats. But he just doesn't look good enough to take, especially in the third round. So I think I'm going to actually go and trade all these picks away, and then I will cut back to you when we get done with the draft. So I'll see you guys then. All right, we're at the draft recap. Deshaun Peterman ends up being a 76, but he has hidden development. William Bussey, unfortunately, doesn't have hidden development. He only has normal. He's a 73, but he's got decent speed, 91, 93, 88 excel, or 88 agility. And then Josh Weber, I don't even know if he has development or not. He doesn't. He's only normal, but he's a 73 as well. 91 speed, 94 excel is pretty decent. It wasn't a great draft class, and it wasn't a great class for us either. But the highest player was a 79, so it wasn't that great of a draft class anyway. Theo Bankston ends up being a 75. I'm assuming he has hidden development. He does. I probably should have taken him, but I kind of missed my mark on that one. That's all right. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. We got a guy that has hidden development anyway, so it's not a huge deal. And it doesn't look like any of those corners that I passed up on were any good, so... I don't hate the picks that we made. I don't have any real affinity towards any of the players, but I am gonna go and make sure that all the development traits are right for all the players that I mentioned, and then we will go and start the next episode in season number 6. Hope you guys are excited. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I'm hoping that we can have a much better year, a bounce back year in the next episode. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.